we know that some of the challenging behaviors that we're observing are maintained or continuing because of some attention. So it's totally normal for clients to do things because they want to get attention, because attention is fun. And it feels good to get attention from our caregivers or from our friends or whoever. So our goal is to help our clients or friends understand how to best get that attention in a way that's really positive. So negative attention, or what we might call like getting in trouble or getting yelled at, even though we see it as, well, this was a bad thing. I raised my voice, I yelled, I had a reaction like, no, don't do that. We were using words that were saying we didn't like it, and we were raising our voice in a really loud way that seems like it would be like a punishment or getting in trouble. But sometimes when clients really like to get attention, that feels even better than a great job, I'm so proud of you, because it's so big. If something's happening, like something's being broken or somebody's taking their clothes off in public, our reaction is very big. And that feels, for someone who wants attention, way better than, oh, good job, because it's so big, it's so much energy. So totally normal to have that reaction if somebody's taking their clothes off in public, or they're breaking an item, or they're laying on the floor, or they're throwing a drink. Things like that we don't want to happen, and it's very normal to have this big reaction. The thing that we have to remember is, if we're having this big reaction and this person likes attention, what we're doing is we're making it rewarding to do that behavior. If somebody takes their clothes off at the park and we have that really big reaction, instead of them feeling that they just got in trouble, what we've just done is made it more likely to take their clothes off at the park the next time. So obviously we don't want that to happen, but we want to really work to bring that level of reaction down. So if someone is taking their clothes off at the park, first thing we're going to do is obviously block that behavior. If we're going to need to use some physical prompting of pulling the clothing back down, if the clothing is already off and we're having to block the person while they're redressing, if we're having to move to a more private area, the thing that we want to do is keep our response calm and neutral, giving as low attention as we can. So if I don't have to say anything, if I can just pull the pants back up, or even gesture pants back up or shirt down, that's great, because that's low attention. If I have to say something, I'm going to say, oh, I hope that we have our shirt on so that we can go to Wendy's after this. So we're going to still focus on the thing that we're working for, and we're going to keep a really neutral voice. As soon as that behavior is terminated, the clothes are back on, we're not running, we're not hitting, we're not throwing, then we're going to find a way to give exaggerated praise for the positive thing. Oh, I'm so proud of you that you have your shirt down. You look so nice now. We can walk, and then we can go to Wendy's. So it still may not be as big as a big, huge yell about something, but we're exaggerating praise and minimizing reaction for challenging behavior. If it's things that are smaller, picking at our fingers, biting fingernails and spitting them out, making small noises, we want to give that low reaction. We can give a high probability prompt to interrupt the behavior. An example would be like, can you clap your hands twice and touch your nose? High probability that they're going to do it, and it interrupts that thing, and we're not giving attention to that thing. So there's nothing wrong with us wanting to stop those behaviors. We're not going to ignore unsafe behaviors like removal of clothing, urinating in public, breaking things, harming either items or people in the environment. None of that should be ignored, but we want to really bring our reaction down so we're not giving that high level of attention.